Hello, all. My name is Lauren Rhodes. I'm a senior and active FFA member at Fort Defiance High School in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. Here in the Shenandoah Valley, I'm a multi generational family farmer on our family commercial poultry farm, specifically raising turkeys. This is where I got the inspiration for my project. Upon the introduction of the Throwing Solar Shade program, I was raised the question, how can solar panels help reduce heat islands? I, of course, wanted to take an agriculture standpoint on this, developing the current question, can Orchard Hill Farms, an existing poultry farm, be converted to solar energy by putting solar panels on the roofs of the turkey houses? While this is a very broad topic, I had to break it down into a couple important questions in order to make sure I fully understood this. Those questions include what grants are available for farms going solar? Is going solar affordable for Orchard Hill Farms as well as other family farms? And lastly, can our houses handle the additional weight of solar panels? One of the biggest hurdles I had to tackle was figuring out the affordability of such a costly investment. There are multiple government incentives to help farmers go solar. I would like to note to start though that these calculations were made in December of 2019. The tax credit percentage then was 30%, and as of January 2021, that will be 22%, thus changing the totals that you now see on your screen. The federal tax credit, or also known as the investment tax credit, would help save money over time, as well as federal depreciation. The USDA also has a Rural Energy for America program, which offers grants that cover up to 25% of the total project and loans which cover up to 75% for ag producers whose income is more than 50% ag based annually. We at Orchard Hill Farms received a proposal to add solar panels to the roof of our litter shed, as well as a standing array in a nearby sheep field. Sheep are the only livestock, which we happen to raise, that can graze under solar panels and not bother them in any way. The total cost of this project is a whopping $133,764. After federal tax credit as well as federal depreciation, the net cost after those incentives is $58,388. However, I would like to remind you that we would have to pay that whopping $133,000 sum before any of the project could continue, and that money would be saved over time, not upfront. As you can see here, this is the litter shed that we received a proposal to put our solar panels onto. It is a fairly new building, so the structural integrity is not an issue factoring this in. Structural integrity is something, however, that I had to look into when adding solar panels to our poultry houses. The live load, more commonly known as the snow load, was one of the biggest variants that I struggled with. Snow can weigh up to 2 pounds per square foot. Those variants depend on the amount of moisture that's in the air when the snow falls. Adding solar panels would take away from that live load. However, their darker color would help absorb sunlight, therefore melting the snow, reducing that live load. However, if it's like a day like today we have here in the valley, the snow is not going anywhere due to the lack of sunlight. The dead load is the amount of weight that is currently suspended from the trusses and remains there constantly, thus being roofing material as well as the equipment that we have hanging on the inside of the turkey houses. This includes feed lines, drinkers, and climate control equipment such as heaters and fans. Adding solar panels would be adding about 3 pounds per square foot. Our current trusses are designed to hold maximum 30, 37.5 to 40 pounds per square foot. However, when building new poultry houses, you could increase the number of trusses you have, decreasing from a 4-foot center, which is standard, to 3 or 2-foot centers, thus increasing your max capacity for your weight. As you can see here, I plugged some information into PV watts, which would calculate putting solar panels across the whole entire roof of our largest poultry house, which is 600 feet long and 50 feet wide. I would like to note, however, that we would not do this as that would compromise the structural integrity of our building. However, I wanted to do so to give you an idea. The projected value of how much energy this would create is equal to about $44,000 annually. Here you can see an aerial view of our poultry houses, and I would like to note that they are running north to south, so each side of the roofs are facing east and west. Solar panels would gather sunlight in each half of the day. In conclusion, through my project, I found that upfront, solar is a very costly investment, especially for family farmers who are already in a risky business, spending a lot of money upfront. However, there are government incentives, grants, and loans to help farmers such as myself, as well as the 95% of American agriculturalists who are family farmers across the US. However, not all farmers want to go solar, specifically because of the risk and the high investment rates. Looking into the structural integrity, I found that our roofs might be able to hold the added weight. However, increased support may be needed. And overall, if you're looking to add solar panels to a current house, you might want to consult a structural engineer to be sure that your buildings can hold the added weight. Moving forward, as you can tell, I'm a very active member of the Future Farmers of America, or FFA. I plan on using this presentation in the Agri-Science Fair in the Research Division for Natural Resources. I also plan on using this presentation to apply for many agri-science proficiencies, as I have been an activist working with local family farmers to learn more about how they are going solar. I also plan to use my voice as an advocate for agriculture as I continue with an internship with Secure Futures in the summer of 2021, working as their business development research assistant, focusing in power purchase agreements and using those to possibly find a financial solution for the ag sector and family farmers using my family farm as a prototype. I would like to thank you all very much for watching my presentation and thank you for the opportunity. It's been amazing.